Good evening, once again, YouTube world, Howland, Maine. We got a wonderful view from the tower. Pretty nice sunset going on. I am way behind on my videos here. And yeah, a couple weeks ago, check it out, finally got the zip line installed. Yeah, 2 weeks later, here's the video. Alright, I know this looks like a fucking just insane mess right here, but there was some kind of logic to it in my mind. I got my big, well, I showed the mount before, this big S-cam, and then everything pivots so you can get that up and down movement. It's not just dragging on everything moves. But here is the main cable. Right here, it's got those 4 attachments. And just as like a backup and redundancy, I took this little extra piece of cable and I wrapped it around all the way around the big S-cam and back. Because right now everything, the line is supported right off of this. And it's a big railroad bolt. It's probably an inch or so in diameter. #1 high quality steel. I'm not worried about it, but just as the redundancy, I threw everything to go around that S-cam as backup. So off the main cable, for any reason this should break, I'm hoping all these catch it, and at least you don't fall, but hopefully it never comes to that point. Yeah, I got about a run of roughly 560 feet. Got all my gear on here. I don't know if you can really. Got my harness, my trolley. It was Rogue something trolley, badass trolley. I really like it. And then this adjustable lanyard it's like a daisy chain lanyard with a bunch of different loops. I got all this stuff from ziplinegear.com. They were very reasonable to work with, and hey, shit over 200 bucks was free shipping, so that was sweet, because this was definitely over 200 bucks. Yeah, that's basically this end. I'm gonna gear up and do a run down. See if I can. If I can reach to get to camera now. Yeah, so I'm all clipped in. I like this trolley because you just pick it right up off the line and clip it all in. Luckily I had these old like fall harnesses, lanyards and everything. I cut these nice locking clips off. These are definitely heavy duty and they're not cheap if you're gonna go buy them, so it was cool to have them laying around. Bought that little quick link, and yeah, that just locks me there. Yeah, here's the daisy chain, you can see it better. I like to get locked in pretty much on the highest rung. A lot of times they show like doing bungee breaks and that sort of shit. So I stop, but where I did a pretty mild pitch, so you don't really need all that. You kind of coast right up to my ending net. But instead of buying the blocks and to keep costs down, I got these. Well, I had the gloves, but they sell these little leather pads that just go right over your gloves. I got those all paracorded on, and yeah, those are good. You frickin' just grab the line and friction stop. But I'm gonna attempt to go down and record in somewhat controlled fashion here. Bear with me. See what we can do here. Focus. Do my hang test. We're swinging good. And we're off. See, it's pretty perfect speed to come into landing here. Let me get unclipped and I'll kind of give a rundown of how my landing pad's set up. Oh shit! Let me get up the net. All right. Back up, kind of get the full scope of things. So it's just 3 telephone poles all braced together as my landing zone. The cable goes right through one of the holes, rungs on that net. You just go right into that cargo net there. Yep, I got everything braced off to each other. I got an old piece of tire, like tire tread, as my pole saver, and then just a piece of the 3/8 cable with two of the eyelets, and those connect right to that big clevis. And then from there is my main cable, and I had quite a bit left. I ordered 600 feet. The run was really like 560, but always good to have more, you know. And then I have from there, I don't know if you can see in the shadows, but two guy wires coming back to the tree here. Yeah, pretty taut. Yep. Yeah, this thing's been pretty awesome though. Like I said, we got it up July 5th. And yeah, I'm just getting around to making the video of it, but I've been down it every single day so far, and that's kind of my goal, to keep up with using it. Another thing on the tower, which I wasn't really expecting, was as we started tensioning, it started like pulling the tower over, which obviously isn't very cool. So we had to take some time, and I had to weld on some big chain links up to the top of it, and we ran 2 guy wires bracing that back into the woods as well, just to keep it stabilized. But if I didn't have to video on anything, you usually go pretty quicker than what you saw me coming to that net as. I use the hand brake pretty well, and this thing works great. These little mitts were 13 bucks compared to, I don't know, spend another 70 or more on like the stopping blocks and bungee blocks and all that shit. So yeah, it's been pretty sick. I am definitely liking it. I'd like to get some feedback though. Any of you guys out there do this backyard ziplining, or just enthusiasts? I'd love just comments, ideas, designs, questions need be, whatever. But I find it very, very interesting, the backyard engineering aspect of it. Yeah, it's been pretty wet up here, so crossing this stream has been a bitch this year. I'm hoping to do it without getting myself soaked, but that hasn't been the case. I'm gonna have to do a wood jump. Not too bad. Alright, I'll get back to the tower and just show the guy lines. Oh, fucking deer flies. Pretty badass though. I don't know of any other, well, I did look up, there are a couple zip lines in Maine, some down south. I'd like to try at some point. But yeah, I'm just interested in anybody that does this shit on their own. I've watched a lot of YouTube videos on it. Definitely pretty cool what people come up with out there. Fucking bugs. Yeah, you're not gonna really be able to see nothing, but yep. Oh, way up about where that I-beam meets the tank. You might be able to see the cable. I've got one cable running back here to this tree. And then, yeah, one right over there in the woods too. Coming right back off from 2 I-beams. Yep, even with the post, we were tipping it over. I was surprised. I had wanted to put like a ballast weight in the tank, but we had never gotten to that. yeah, you can see the dirt mark of where it was, and then started tipping it, how much it moved. So not a whole lot, but definitely enough to make us stop and fix the problem anyway. So that's it, backyard zipline, Howland, Maine. I'd love to hear any comments, like I said. Alright, take care guys.